Hey, this is your recap auntie. Hey, y'all. Hey, this is Shar, and welcome to my channel. Today is Front Porch Talk with my subscribers. What is that, you may ask? Well, the Front Porch, baby, is where we talk about yesterday's episode of Beyond the Gates. Yes, that's why we are here, because I wanted to start a segment that let people know that we're listening. I'm reading your comments, but I not only do I do that, but I also respond. I talk back to y'all so you know that your words do matter over here. So, I like to be transparent with y'all right now, honey. Y'all, I'm sitting there working. Boof. No power. So I'm sitting here in the dark. So I was like, okay, my one phone definitely can pull up the internet because it's not connected to the Wi-Fi, but my damn Apple, I can record and talk and at least work on this. So, and while I'm waiting for my power to be back on, so it should be back on within the next 30 minutes, I said, let me go in and sit down and talk to my people instead of sitting here in the dark. Thank God it happened during the daytime and not at night. Shit, it's all these damn night sweats and hot flashes and stuff. I'm going to be flashing in a minute, but I got a fan. But anyway, hey, y'all, I like to be real. That's why you're here. So let me go ahead. And hopefully y'all are safe. It's been raining like cats and dogs down here in the southeastern region. So let me know where you're from. I would love to know where you're from. Put your city, state, and let me know that you're safe. And if you're getting a lot of weather. One of my coworkers had told me yesterday that, told our team yesterday that she experienced some flooding in her basement. So y'all be safe. All right. Y'all be safe. So anyway, let's go ahead and get started. Right now, we are reading all of the comments from our last Front Porch Talk, and then we skedaddle on over to the actual video, the recap video of episode number 109. Whew, it was okay. Like I said, I gave it a 3 out of 5 eyeglass frames. It wasn't, wonderful like last week, but it was all right. But anyway, let's get started. Okay, the first message that I see in my eye is from Jasmine Williams. Hey, Jazzy 5565. She says, best show and best recap show on the tube. Thank you, my love. As always, you're so sweet, girl. I love you so much. Thank you. We have my girl Cynthia Judkins 2250. Hey, Cynthia. She says, funny cat story. My neighbors have cats and I have something by my tree that I knew wasn't there the day before. It was a mouse that got what DEA? Oh my God. And I told that cat to take his prize with him. Child, he dropped that thing by the tree because he was finna have a picnic. And cat something. I'm not, like I said, I'm not a cat girl. I'm allergic to them. So that's my issue. But girl, child, that cat, she was in some heat yesterday, so hopefully she got the many other male cats to help her with that heat, girl. But thank you, girl. We have Lightning Storm. Hey, Lightning, she says, James isn't the only guy here. I think there was a misunderstanding back when I mentioned, are you a man, Lightning? Oh, my God. I'm so embarrassed. Oh, my God, Lightning, I'm sorry, boo. Now I know, honey, you will never, ever, ever get that mistake from me again. Lightning says, I just know that you said you called everybody girl, and I said I'm fine with that, but it doesn't bother me at all. And I'm in my late 40s and use ChatGPT all the time, but I work in software development, so that's not too surprising. Oh, my God, boo, I'm so sorry. Anyway, I agree. This is the best Beyond the Gates recap review on YouTube. There's another lady who does these and has similar personalities to yours that I listen to, but she does live all the time. I think I know which one you talk about. She's real sweet. I like that we can interact with you on our own schedule rather than a specific time. Okay. But with her, I feel like the two of you would get along and have a kiki. Oh, either that or you'd be too similar and hate each other. I don't hate people, honey. People hate me for some reason. I'm nice. I promise you, Lightning, honey. I'm nice. But listening to you both, neither of you have hate in your heart, so that wouldn't happen. Nope, it would not happen. But I think I know who you're talking about. I think I subscribe to her as well, and I do peek in every now and then. See, I think even James was surprised. James responded to Lightning and says, I feel so less alone now. Welcome, brothers. Welcome. You all probably keep quiet because I'm such a nut and you're embarrassed. I wouldn't blame you. Ain't nobody embarrassed by you, James. We love you. So Lightning Storm and James, honey. I feel so embarrassed. I'm the one that's embarrassed. Lightning, please accept my apology, love. Please do, my love. Thank you. We have James. James says, "Oh, baby, give me one more chance to show you that I love you. Won't you please let me back in your heart? Please, please, please." I said, "Baby, baby, please don't go. Don't go. No, baby, no, baby. I love you so. Ooh, please, 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 please don't go." Oh, I love you so. He's my birthday twin. He's a May 3rd baby. That's why I'm probably crazy as I am. But yeah, James Brown and I share the same birth date, not year. Okay, James also says, "I love you so." Nobody begs like that. Right. Nobody begs like the late, great James Brown can beg, baby. Yes, sir. Do I ever cross your mind anytime? Do I ever wake up reaching out for me? Do I ever cross your mind anytime I miss you? Ain't too proud to beg. Hey, sweet darling, please don't leave me, girl. Don't you go. Hey, ain't time to plead, baby, baby. Please don't leave me, girl. Don't you pop, 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 pop. He said, "I went to bed last night as drunk as James, and this morning I woke up Ted, still drunk, but begging Nicole." Oh my God. Ted looks such a mess, honey, trying to beg Nicole. I went to see the Temptations. It was called Ain't Too Proud to Beg about 3 weeks ago. I think I mentioned it to y'all. That show was so good. Them boys, they move smooth on that stage. You just don't know how much footwork and handwork and turning around and working with the microphone these men had to do when they had to perform. I'm talking about the real Temptations. Them young boys, I swear, they was doing it. They was doing it. But I love James Brown. I really do. My dad was a James Brown lover. Both he and James Brown was from the same Augusta, Georgia town. So, and then to know that I share the same birthday as him, May 3rd, baby. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Godfather all day. Thank you. We have Roy Faye Bridgman, 2572. Hey, Roy Faye, what's going on? "I don't think Haley would get away with the lie because she's greedy. On Monday episode, the only thing she can think about is Bill and the fund Bill had set up for the baby." Right, right. I saw how her face looked when Bill said he was going to keep the fund. Right. She had that hidden smile on her face. Andre looked like a complete fool. Right? When Ashley was more or less told him no to a relationship, he might as well get used to it if they ever get together, because Ashley is a nutcase. She's cray-cray, ain't she, Roy Faye? I mean, you made him, you gaslit him. You gaslit him, but Andre, he looked at her and said, "Okay, so now I figured out that I am a placeholder for both women. I'm just a temporary relationship for y'all, just to make y'all feel good, take you to Paris, fuck you real good, and then you drop me. You're not, I'm not good enough for you." Yeah. So yeah, the conversation just didn't go well the way he thought it would. Hopefully my lights don't come on while I'm recording, because I'm going to definitely finish this recording. So if you hear all this, that's what's going on. But thank you, Roy Faye. Thank you. We have Miss Welder, 69. She says, "I think Haley is going to get away with it. They're going to drop the storyline, unfortunately, like they did with Leslie and this motorcycle." Yeah, like I said, I was like, what's going on with the motorcycle? Don't nobody say nothing about no motorcycle. Don't nobody say nothing about no jacket. I mean, now we're focusing on Kat and her lovely time. Her lovely time with damn Tomas. It's like this girl is walking around probably a murderer and got dogged. I'm like, ain't nobody saying shit. Nobody's saying a damn thing, about this, what she did. So yeah. So let me go ahead and skedaddle over to the actual video of my recap, episode number 109. And when I tell you y'all was doing some talking, baby, I don't think I've ever had 71 comments on a video. So y'all gonna make my little darkness sitting here. And while I'm sitting here waiting for my power to come back on real cool. It'll be back on, y'all. But yeah, it's just, I don't know. I think they've been doing that. One time they sent us a text message, maybe back in June, asking us that we can, utilize our power sparingly, or they might be forced to turn it off. Now, the last time they had a power outage that in my neighborhood was like in June. It was like mid-June. Last month they had it around the 27th of July. Now they have it now. So I think that they are preserving it, resetting some things so it can last every 30 days, or maybe try to cut that shit off once a month until everything starts to cool down. Because it's a cool day today. We've been raining. I think it's going to barely get into maybe the 80s today here in Charlotte. Let me see. I'm looking at my other phone to get the little weather thing. Yeah, it's in the 70s. It's yummy. So, ain't nothing happening. Ain't nothing happening. So I think that's what they're doing. They're trying to control our power usage. Motherfuckers. But anyway, thank you. Thank you. So let's go ahead and move over to the recap, baby, with fine ass Devon on my screen. I was so happy they finally brought him, but I hated that they only brought him on just for a little second. I was like, damn, y'all teased us real bad, didn't you? God doggy. Shit. All right. The first comment that I see is from my girl, Cynthia Judkins, 2250. She says, first of all, if Randy/Sammy was there returning Haley's phone and purse, how did she get in contact with him to give her address? Okay? I mean, Sin, you better say that shit, girl. How did he know to come over there? Danny sure as hell didn't tell him. Unless he was all in her purse. Anyway, thank you, girl. James responded, says, are we going to have to send both you and little sister beyond the gates as a cast member? Sin, you asked better questions than Detective Jacob. And with my nosy little sis behind the counter at Orphe Jeans or Rowena in the Dupree kitchen as your informant. Everybody on the show should be going to jail for something, even if they haven't committed a crime yet. So Cynthia responds, she says, James, James, I'm right. She was too comfortable sitting there with Randy if she just met his ass, And we have, Anita Bone. Hey, Anita, what's going on? Anita Bone. Okay, hopefully I'm not saying something, because y'all be trying to, have them little names that have some double meanings. So and I ain't going to say it no more, but thanks, Anita. You definitely, honey. You are definitely trying to say something because the way your name is set up, honey, you got that on lock. But anyway, Anita says something is up with him. Why was he there, and why does she choose him to take her to the hospital? Right. Thought was Leslie that Haley called, but maybe it was Sammy. Yeah, it was Sammy. It was Randy. That's exactly who it was. Now we have Curly K 7041. Hey, Curly K. Oh my God, y'all better talk. I love it. Don't let this be the first or last time. I meant to say that to Anita. Please don't let this be the first or last time you say anything on this channel, baby, because we do talk, we chit chat, we chime in, we react, we have a good time. So thank you so much for coming by, baby. Curly K 7041. She says, Bill should have been a little more suspicious of a strange man sitting in his house alone with his wife without his knowledge. He let that thing go too easily. Right. You're so true. And James responded to Curly and says, we got to cut Bill some slack here now. He's recovering from a stroke. Now, his wife just lost their baby, and he just put out a hit on the racist hillbilly harassing his family. His plate has been full. And House of Sir James had chimed in on Curly K and said, period. Okay. Thank y'all. Y'all had a lot to say on that one. Thank y'all so much. We have Raquel Batson, 3260. Hey, Raquel. She says, I'm so glad Bill didn't blame Danny and told her that it wasn't her fault. The talk they had was noise. Danny is in a safe place. Yeah, she looked so pretty. They looked so good yesterday. That dress, honey, that dress she had on, baby. That thing was beautiful. Oh, my God, it was so nice. And his pinstripe suit, come on, y'all. Y'all know it was cute. He was looking good. They looked so good together. And he had a nerve to pick up damn Haley's old stinky pussy. Ugh. Damn, he made me mad, picking her up like she's some type of baby. Oh, okay, we got Just Me, but thank you so much, Raquel. We have Just Me, 8201. Hey, Just says, child, that was so awkward with Andre and Ashley. Also, it didn't help that Shanice was looking in the background. I got me a caption this picture of Shanice looking in the background. So if you got a little caption this statement that you want to add under there, feel free. I always post stuff every now and then. I'll do did you know, or I'll do, caption this. So yeah, go over there and check that out on my post. We have James, our resident gentleman. He says, was Daddy wearing that black dress today with that hemline, doing that interesting asymmetric action, or was she wearing it? She was doing it all, baby. And strutting into that country club wearing those sunglasses. All three of the Dupree women weren't taking any prisoners today. All of them was like absolutely stunning. Stunning. I mean, Anita with barely no makeup on, honey, with her hair in pink curls and a ponytail. Ooh, honey. And she had her feathers on in all white, looking like a queen. Oh, yes, baby. Yes, yes, yes. We have Curly K, 7041. Hey, Curly, she says, great recap as always. Thank you, my love. I'm glad you're coming by here to chit-chat. We love it. I'm glad Bill didn't get angry with Danny. He was reasonable in mentioning the fall as a more likely reason for the miscarriage than the argument, since they had argued before. Thank God for that fall. I mean, I don't be thanking God for people's falls, but that fall, I was thanking God for, honey. I was speaking in tongues. I was really thanking God for it. But thank you, Curly. I appreciate you, my love. We have Raquel. She's back. She says, sis, I agree. Bill is working that pinstripe suit. Thank you, sis. Thank you. Ooh, and even Just Me says, girl, wasn't he, girl, that pinstripe, baby. Ooh, he was wearing that. Raquel also says, I love that gray and black dress, girl. Danny was wearing, honey, gorgeous as always. Wasn't that thing nice? It was faded at the bottom. And Cynthia says, and the shoots were cute too. The shoes were cute too. Absolutely gorgeous. I think they had the girl who dresses them. I can't remember her name. She has a very low following. But she dresses them when she got the contract back in October to dress them, and she did like a little follow-up. But that girl know how to dress anybody. I think she's an Emmy award-winning costume designer, so she really knows how to dress them. I'm telling you, next year they're going to sweep. Beyond the Gates going to get up there, and they're going to get all the nominations, and their asses is going to sweep. We putting that in the atmosphere, right? Right. All right, thank you. And Raquel, she also says the looks flying between Danny and Devin, fire, 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 cracker, baby. Yes, right? She's like, ooh, she kind of did a little shimmy, like Suge Avery shimmy, when he walked out. Danny, can you talk your mammy into changing her mind? She's like, I'll try. But mommy, once she says solid, baby, you can't change her mind. You're like, I know you got what it takes. You could do it. I was like, you better talk, Devin, girl. Boy. Ooh, yes, honey, that was good. Raquel also says the red balloon picture was really sweet, wasn't it? Ashley giving Andre the picture back it broke his heart. He played sad. Oh my God, I feel sorry for him, y'all. I'm sorry, but I felt so sorry for him. I really did. And it was right there in front of Shanice, and she looking like, oh shit, I felt sorry for him. He took a lot of time to get the box. Maybe he did have that box already there. But anyway, and wrapped that shit up. He told her she can keep it. She gave it back. That's her starting. She talking about trusting him. Girl, you standing in front of him lying to him. You're lying. You're lying, boo. Shit. She get on my nerves. She can't be straightforward with these men until it reaches a certain point. Then all of a sudden she wants to just regurgitate everything on them at once and want them to change, or just want them to be like, okay, I tell you everything when I'm walking away. It's like, why'd you so manic like that? You need to get somewhere and sit down. Oh, she got on my nerves. We have Mia Holloway, 5049. Hey, Mia. Hi, my love. I'm not too sure if we saw you before. I feel like we have, but let me go ahead and read her comment. She says, I love Anita for setting up the trust account for Barbara's kids and still adding her proceeds from the concert. I thought that was amazing. She's a good woman. She has a good heart. Now she's free from the guilt, and she is such a good woman. And who does that? Anita Dupree? Yes, I agree, Mia. Thank you so much, my love. We have Raquel. She also says, Shanice said, I ain't want to gossip, so you ain't heard this from me. And Shanice something, honey. Oh, she's a mess. And Just Me responded to Raquel and said, she told her, right? I like Andre and all, but I think he's too much for her. Right. Yeah, he is. He's way too much for her. He is. He's definitely way too much for that girl. Cause like I said, she talking about trusting him. I'm like, you stood flat footed in his face and lied, girl. You lied. You lied to him. So yeah, we have Cynthia Judkins 2250. She says Bill almost had that look on his face, like I know I look good, right? I mean, he smelled good, he looked good. Like I said, when Haley hugged him, she barely was touching his nipple. She's so small. She was so little, Sid. She was so little. Yeah. All right, thank you, Sid. We have House of Sir James 2514. He says, not the Diana Ross eye, droopy eye. Sir James, baby boy, child, I don't be knowing what I be saying. It be right on it. And it's again, it's like a real time reaction. So, honey, I don't be knowing what I be saying. Randy slash Sammy looks like Fred Flintstone to me. You think so? Sir Jay, don't say that too loud, baby, because he he be over here. Maurice be over here sometimes. Sir James like, I don't give a fuck. He look like Fred Flintstone. Oh man, I'm surprised he ain't been over here that much, because I think he's been doing some side hustle stuff. So not side hustle, but he's been doing because I follow him on IG, doing workshops and doing guest appearances. So he's probably busy. So yeah, but he be peeking over here sometimes. And it's so dope that you can talk to the soap people, even if they can't tell you anything, y'all. It is so dope because try to do that shit with Beyonce and stuff. Ain't nobody, child, she ain't got time to be answering to you. And then when I had Melba Moore follow me, I hope that she come over here one time. I want Melba Moore to come over here. Because when I tell you I love Melba Moore, I loved it when she played in Pearly, Victorious. She has this long song, I can't remember the name of that song. Lean on Me. She remade Lean on Me. If you ever need to listen to a wonderful, powerful rendition of Lean on Me, not like Lean on Me. No. She remade it. And then there's a note that heifer sings in that damn song. Ooh, I love me some Melba Moore. Melba Moore laid the foundation. We have Cynthia Judkins. Oh, thank you, Sir James. I appreciate you, boo. Cynthia Judkins, she says, Vernon did look like he was trying to sneak out with all that cool walk of his. I mean, do y'all think he kicking it with somebody else? I meant to ask that. Do y'all think he kicking it, him and Tracy be meeting up with each other, or he's planning something? But see, I told y'all this shit was going to come on. Hold for just a second. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, it came back on. So I supposed to be back on at work, but I'll get on there right when I finish this. So, do y'all think that he's out there kicking it with Tracy? Do y'all think so? Do y'all really think that he's cheating on Anita? Because Anita will cut him to a million pieces if that's the case. I don't think that's the case. He's doing something. He's planning on something. I don't know what it could be, but he's doing something to make sure that everything is cool. So, yeah, he's doing something. We have Raquel Batson. She says, sis, you better say that. You can only depend on yourself. One thing I cannot stand is for someone to say, I got you. Usually turns out, honey, to be let down. Girl, I've learned that so many times. And guess whose fault it always is? Mine. Because first of all, I let them do it. And then second of all, they tell everybody else it's my fault. It's like, girl, I ain't got time. Child, I don't have time to be dealing with the bull. I'm the only one that has great expectations. I expect me to show up or not show up. I don't have no expectations on nobody else. Nobody. Because that gives them an out if they want to leave, or they gives them an in if they want to stay. Point blank, period. So thank you, Raquel. Thank you. Yeah, Raquel, thank you. Raquel also says oatmeal raisin cookies on brand for in season Ashley. Now, Raquel, I love me some oatmeal. I like Otis Spunkmeyer oatmeal raisin cookies or oatmeal cookies. Girl, put that thing in the microwave just for a little bit, girl, and get you some milk. Girl, I'm done. Put me away, girl. Put me away. But that is on brand for her. It would have been better if they gave chocolate chip. But oatmeal raisin, yeah. We have Just Me. Just Me says, Vernon looks suspicious leaving out the palace. Haley Cool it. Bill is telling Danny that you fell over that damn box. Haley's horns are showing. Yes, Miss Danny, I had to look at her 3 times coming into Fairmont Crest. Just, ooh, right? What look that Danny gave at the end. Oh, I mean, she was up there all in the house talking about, Nicole, do you love me? Nicole was like, yes, bitch, I love you. Then at the end of it, she looking like, okay, my Wi-Fi is back on. And then she gave 3 different emotions during this fucking show. She gave empathy when it came to Andre and he talked about Ashley. She gave empathy when it came to Bill. She gave sadness and love when it came to Bill. Then she gave pity when she went over there to her sissy. And then at the end she was like, so that girl ooh, hey, I mean, Devon, she gave all of that. So Danny flip-flops too, honey. I love it though, but she flip-flops. We have Cassandra Hart. Hey, Cassandra. She says, I was shocked to see Randy at Bill's and Haley's house. Me too. They definitely have a connection. I would like to know the conversation was before he walked in, before Bill walked in. Yeah, I want to know about that too, girl. I want to know the same damn thing. What was y'all talking about? Because she looked like she was... But she wasn't afraid to let that nigga leave. She was like, she wasn't like, just give me my purse, baby. I'll leave. No, they was sitting down. Her legs was crossed. She was batting her eyes real soft and shit. I was like, and you didn't tell him, Bill, I have company, baby. She didn't say shit. How long were they sitting down there before Bill came? It's so many questions, honey. It's so many questions. We got Cynthia Junkins. She says, Danny looked at Devon like Andre who, right? She forgot him about his ass quick. Exotic Butter 220. Hey, Exotic. She says, right? I caught that look too. I said, Alexa, play Come On Over Here by Tony Braxton. And Sir James just kikied at that, honey. Thank y'all. Y'all are so funny. I love it. We have Cassandra. She also says, Danny and Devon knew each other. The sparks were flying very much so. And I thought that somebody told me over here that Angelica, she said he's married. So Cassandra was like, yes, he's married to Abby on Young and the Restless. Okay, well, Abby better watch out, boo. I might have to take a look to see what Abby looked like over there before Beyond the Gates come on. But I'm going to have to take a look. Is Abby cute? I mean, is she a Danny? I'm a Danny diva, honey. I'm a Danny fan. Day one. Even when she fuck up, I still love her. We got Cynthia Junkins. She says, man, I wish Naomi would have talked to Danny before she went over to Bill. Me too, girl. That would have made so much sense. That would have made a lot of sense. James says the look on Haley's face after Bill left the room to get her some tea. Pure disdain. Wasn't she disgusted? Ooh, Haley hates Bill. She really does. She cannot stand him. She can't stomach him. When Randy ain't around, but when he's around, she can't stand his ass. We got Crystal Waters. Hey, Crystal. She says Anita's manager, the guy who initiated the concert, is representing Tracy and Sharon now. Remember, Anita asked him to. Okay, that's right. It's right. His name was, I can't think of his name. But thank you, girl. I be locked in right at the damn, shit. Oh, right in the moment. I be, who is it? Yeah. Girl, what you I be forgetting shit. As always, thank you so much, Crystal. And when you're my memory bank, girl. You always my memory bank. That's why I love you. We got Just Me. She said, hey, everybody, I think Robert Hooks. Okay. Yeah. And Charles S. Dutton would be a good portrayal for Bill's dad. Okay. There is something about his dad that needs to be discussed. Right? Because they keep bringing him up. Danny was like, even as low as your dad? He was like, look, we ain't touching that shit. So they got to bring up mean ass motherfucker in there. Ooh, I can't wait to see. Ooh, we got James. James says, Danny makes every man she's with look good. She does. D. Davani. Oh, nope. He's too short. Danny and Bill, that's the thrill. Right. Yeah, I agree. But Bill still needs to see that there's some competition. I think that I think he loves Haley for making him feel alive again. I don't think he loves Haley like in love. I think he still is in love with Danny. But I think that because he was feeling empty Haley came in and filled him with those empty spots. And it happens. It happens, y'all. It happens. So I think that she met him at a vulnerable time, and she was able to use that vulnerability to her advantage. And she took advantage of him. So, yeah, we have Peace Angel. Hey, Peace. She says, everybody in Fairmont Crest just busts up in the hospital at that one nurse's station or booth or Orphan Dreams to put their business in the streets, girl. That's why Shanice knows everybody's stuff. Go home and talk about your shat people, right? Don't nobody want to talk about. They want to choke people right in the middle of the restaurant. They want to be like Doug talking about, oh, yeah, honey, I know that Joey Armstrong is a damn killer. It's like, wait the fuck a minute now. Chill out. Can't we, like Randy said, can't we, no, I'm sorry. Vanessa said, don't, why you got to be so loud? Damn. So, yeah, so Lightning, he says, Lightning says, right, they like, let's step over here for some privacy, and then steps 2 away and talk all loud. Takes 2 steps away and talk all loud. Like, what the fuck? Right, House of James says the same thing. House of Sir James says exactly. I never seen that much action at the nurse's station, and that's a personal central state, right? And is that the only floor that they have? They don't have no other floors? Is that the main nurse's floor? All the doctors that we love are on that floor. That's what crazy ass Allison, was fussing out damn Chelsea. Leave it the fuck alone. Can you call me? I guess everything happens on that floor. We have Pearly Cole. She says, I enjoyed Ashley lowering the hammer on Andre. They may eventually get together, but it wasn't now. Right. It's not going to be now. They're going to find out what the misunderstanding is, because he sure ain't going to go back to Danny. I mean, he might go to Danny just to kick it, but they'll be able to straighten it out. And he going to be like, why you just didn't tell me that in the first place? Why you just didn't tell me that the reason why you let me go was because you saw me and Danny kiss? That's that immaturity of her. She's so immature. We have Raquel. She says, hey, sis, I'm taking the advice, and you have James as a 55-year-old friend. Sis, it is. Okay, here we go, because I'll be 55 next year, so come on, yes, sis. Sis. Thank you so much, Raquel. I appreciate you, my love. Jasmine Williams, 5565, she says, fabulously funny recap. Yes, Bill was looking fine in that loud lawyer ensemble. Haley was her absolutely most sickening, whining like a non-existent embryo, and baiting her snuffleupagus eyelashes. Bill picking that lion kiddo up like a baby. Ugh, puke, gag. Danny was a boss that she always is. Sane and Bill aren't done, but he needs to worship the wonder that is Danny. He does need to worship her. He does. Thank you, Jazzy. We have Raquel. She's back. She says, I can't believe Derek is going to participate in the damn triathlon tomorrow, honey. He is trying to end up in the... He's trying to end up in the ER in Ashley's face. Oh, Raquel, that's a good prediction, girl. Wow. Okay, James says Derek is going to end up in Shanice's face. Raquel, Derek is going to end up in Shanice's face and eventually in Shanice's boudoir. I always wanted to take a boudoir shoot. Any ladies out there ever had a boudoir shoot? I did have one, and I was too afraid to let the pictures out. My boyfriend took the pictures. They're gorgeous. This is when I had some hair. And it's gorgeous, but there's a brand that I'm trying to put out there, and I don't want a lot of that to be out there. Yeah, my mouth is deadly, but it was beautiful. Have y'all ever done a boudoir? A boudoir, a boudoir is when you are in like a bedroom and you're dressing in lingerie and you're not completely not naked, but you have like a little lace on, a little see-through, a little bois, something that you will wear for him or her, whatever floats your boat, baby. So yeah, have you ever done that before? Taking a boudoir? And some men out there do it too. So men, have you done it, or have you asked your lady to do it? Or has your lady done it for you? Because y'all know back in the day we used to send pics to each other. Y'all asses know. Anyway, let me go. Let me tell you. I'm telling you my bit. We have Miss Pearly Cole. She says, I saw a little spark between Devin and Winters and Danny Dupree. Me too. Although he married, she's a sexy lady, honey. We have House of Sir James. He says, believe it or not, Auntie, when the series first started, I was a Haley fan. Really? I was rooting for her because I thought she might be sincere in her feelings for Bill. And I was thinking the writers would fool y'all into believing she was a bad girl. But I was wrong, baby. Is it just me, or do they not show people in bed enough in this show? I know daytime drama have changed, but I want to see more intimacy among the few couples on the show. I guess they don't have enough beds. I mean, whenever uh, Ashley and Derek were together, they was always fucking. All the time you saw them in the bed together. They was on the couch and they was in the bed. And then you used to see Naomi and Jacob all the time in the bed together. And now, of course, Danny and Andre. But wouldn't it be nice if we saw like Anita and Vernon? I know y'all be like, oh, no, Auntie. No, we don't need, sis. No, we don't need to see them. If y'all hear a lot of banging, it's because one of my neighbors is having some work done on their house. So yeah, but yeah, it's funny to me. That would be cool. Yeah, or show. Did they ever shown Bill and Haley in bed together? I don't think so. Nope, I don't think so. Nope. Mm-mm. They need to show Ted and Leslie in the bed together. And they never show Naomi and Ted. Have they? I don't, maybe it was the old Ted because she's never had chemistry with the new one. So maybe it was with the old one. I can't remember. James responds and says, little brother, why waste the money on a bed when a funky poker table will do? He said, money is tight. That is funny, James. Oh my God, that is funny. We have Exotic Butter. She's back. Exotic Butterfly, baby. She back. She says, oh, Vernon, what are you up to, sir? I was hoping he set up the meeting with Anita and Devon. That's what I was thinking. I don't care for the way Andre was holding those coffee mugs. Did you notice how his hands was all around the rim? What does that mean? How he was holding the coffee mugs and his hands around the rim. I didn't notice that, girl. She said she ain't like the way he was holding them. She also says, I'm glad Ashley turned Andre down. It's not fair to her to come right behind the fabulous and beautiful Danny. I wonder how long Haley, Randy, Sammy had been sitting there gazing into each other's eyes before Bill came downstairs. That's a good question. I said the same thing earlier, but girl, you don't like the way he was handling? I pay attention, like when I go to a restaurant and if a person brings back my cup, they better hold that shit from the bottom. Don't hold it around the mouthpiece. And I always drink out of a straw anyway. But don't be doing that. Fuck that. No. Or when you bring me my plate, don't let me see your thumb that's happen to be resting against my mashed potatoes. No, ma'am, I don't want that. Well, I won't eat it. Because your thumb is in my food. Shit. Oh, Lord, we have Raquel Batten. She says, Danny wants Andre, but she is still loving Bill right. At least she admitted it. Poor Andre. Let Ashley crack his face. Will he try to circle the block with Danny? He might. I mean, Danny's like fucking him, so I can see her, trying to kick it with him again. James responds and says, Danny is still loving Bill and Bill still loves Danny. Yeah. Haley is just his fever dream. Ooh. When the dream is over, baby, Bill is going to wake up, and when he does, Andre had better not be within 10 feet of his Danny. He won't be. Danny told him she don't want him more than that. So Just Me says, let's vote. Sammy and Haley are sisters or brothers. That's her man. That's her random. I can't wait. Let's vote. I'm thinking that's her boo. James says they look like they're siblings. Haley and Ray Randy both have some big eyes. Lord, this man is going to see y'all comments. They could see Russia from Sarah Palin's front porch. And didn't that stupid ass Sarah Palin say that shit? And from our front porch. That was so stupid of Sarah Palin to say that shit years ago. Her dumb ass. Oh, y'all are so funny. But I vote that they're kicking it. I feel like they're kicking it. This is just the way she was looking. And she's so concerned about him. If it's her brother, I would like that. I'll be all right. But it would be more salacious and even more fun if that's her boo. Rhonda SMH 1879. She says, "Hey Auntie, I predict that Haley will try to knock Bill off for all of his riches. The way her eyes lit up when he said he was going to dump another 100,000 into that school fund, baby, and he made her the beneficiary over his policy. I predict that Danny is going to save his butt and be the hero in all of this. Honestly, Haley ain't this astute, so I don't know I don't have her on outs here like like she's some kind of mastermind, or why they have her out here like she's some type of mastermind, because she ain't. I wonder what made her so comfortable to have a man chilling up in her house while her husband was out. That's bird's behavior. Ooh, you better call her a bird, Tiny. You better call her a bird. We have Michael Parms 8931. Hey, Michael, how are you, my love? Michael says, okay, I might be in the minority on this one. Yes, we all know that June is Tyrell and Samantha's mama. And since she abandoned them when they were babies and they have a strong dislike towards her for that, I don't think it's going to be a good idea for Jacob and Naomi to tell them that she's in town. Perhaps Martin and Smitty, but not the kids, and they have enough to deal with right now. Oh yeah, Tyrell is stubborn. He ain't gonna want to fuck with them. Samantha might, but not Tyrell. No, he ain't gonna want to fuck with them. No. We have Angelica. She says, I never trusted Vernon Dupree. I think he's up to something. Plus, I think he got some kind of history with Tracy. From the articulates, I just said that Tracy does get school girl giddy around Vernon. Hey, Mr. Senator. Thank you, Mr. Senator. Hi. And then when they walked off the stage right before they performed, she put her hands all over his shoulders. I said, Tracy, I see you, Tracy. I see you. We have Angelica. She says, Haley and Randy or biblically connected. This is not about a friendship. Okay, you think they're biblically connected? You think they're siblings? Okay. I get it. I rocks with it. Okay, Angelica. Nikki Vaughn says, I agree. Everybody keeps saying that they're siblings, but I think they are together. I think so too. I think they're kicking it. I really feel like they're in a relationship. I'd be really surprised if they're brother and sister. I really will. Jasmine Williams says, Danny always looks gorgeous while Mosquito is always looking like a trashy push-up ad in Babies R Us catalog. Lord have mercy. Jasmine also says Andre looked like a 17-year-old boy. He moved like a lovesick boy with a rubber-lipped vanilla egg cream. She looked like a toddler who still doesn't know what he wants. Andre is only good as a boy toy for Danny. His immaturity was on display. Bye-bye, baby. I wanted Shanice to have him, but he's not grown up. No, she ain't. Nah, she said he fine, but that's all. And then he's a playboy. You know, Shanice ain't down about that. She ain't down with that shit. And we have Miss Welder 69. Hey, Miss Welder. She says, I sure hope they didn't bring Devon for a crossover for just those 2 minutes. Right? I would have been mad. I'm like, that's it? That's all? Come on, Devon. Shit. You're right, Miss Weldon. We have Teach Jazz 217 says, Danny should have hooked up with the new man, but it seems he was only there for a heartbeat. Yeah, I didn't like that. That was just too quick for me. James responds and says, TJ, you probably don't know about this, but Wedding Bell Blues by Fifth Dimension. You got to be old as I am to know about the Fifth Dimension. I know who they are. The first lyric of the Wedding Bells Blues is as follows. Bill, I love you so. I always will. Who does that sound like? Danny is going to get her bill back. Yeah. And those are all of the comments, baby, from episode number 109. Y'all better talk, and I loved every bit of it. Y'all had me cracking up. As always, I love y'all. Thank y'all. Keep sharing this video. Keep sharing the word and spreading the word to your peoples, letting them know that we are here. We're going to kiki and laugh and everything. And I appreciate one of the babies out there. I think it was Sir James who said that, is it Sir James? Somebody said that they was happy that that I don't have to put a time on it so y'all can hear that I respond to you. It's like same, it's like, that's why I said the next time you see me will be on Halloween. We're going to do a live, and that's going to be fun. We're going to be partying and stuff. We might talk about this. We might just talk about what y'all up to. So I might try to get StreamYard to maybe we all can get online and talk maybe. That'll be fine. Y'all let me know if that's something y'all would like to do. But that's on a weekday, honey. We got to go to work, girl. I don't know. I just might just do a live and y'all type and I respond. Because I ain't trying, keep y'all up there all night. I would have just gotten back from Birmingham. And so we'll see. We'll see. So look, let me pretend that my lights are back on. Like I said, I knew they weren't going to be on long. They gave an estimate of 12:45 and it came back on right before 12. So I said, I'm going to finish my audio before I step on back online. And they don't know. What they don't know, they don't know. All right. Love y'all. And I will see y'all in the next video. Bye.